Welcome to Dollhalla. In the event of an emergency, please make your way to the nearest lighted exit in an orderly fashion. The main building exits are located through the roll-up doors that you entered. The assembly point is right outside those doors. Please notify any Derby Doll staff or the representative of the Vernon Fire Marshal if any emergencies arise.
All right, Los Angeles! Welcome to Dollhalla, the home of your Derby Dolls! Tonight, we present the championship bout between the Varsity Brawlers and the Fight Crew! Are you ready to meet the skaters?
Coming to the track, it is Fight Crew! Damage Dame! 3.5 Shock Me Amadeus! 143 Lusty Loveless! 513 Doomsdaisy! 524 Sonia Sotomayor! 714 Napoleona Dynamite! 802 No Fox Given! 1213 The Rocking J! Hey! There goes Lusty Loveless. I said her name already, but now you can cheer for her. 1900 Bombshell Buddy! 1964 Mary Poppins! It's 3000 Pip Girl! 9637 J Wall! Co-captain of Fight Crew number 85 Bell Scorcho! And captain of the Fight Crew 115 Sly Fox! Manager of the Fight Crew is Moon Boots, bench coach, anti-patriarcha. One more time for the Fight Crew.
All right, everybody, welcome to the track, your Varsity Brawlers! All right, let's make some noise for them. Welcome, wearing To Be Determinator. Wearing number 3, J2 Black. Wearing K9, Mad Dog March. Wearing 65, it's Smack Attack. Wearing 77, American Booty. Wearing 98, Julie Ruin. Wearing 430, Oblivion Westwood. Wearing 511, Breaker Thighs. Wearing 845, Doctor New York State of Mind. Wearing 1300 is Shank Solo. Wearing 1692, Allison Crawley. Wearing 1930, Cleopatra. Your co-captain wearing 500, Jesus. Your captain wearing $6 a shot, it's Jaeger Bomb. Your manager is Seth Who? Your bench coach is Sushi, and your alternate is 647 Whiskey Behavior. Give it up for the Varsity Brawlers, everybody.
And now, please, join me in recognizing our enforcers. May I recognize you? Head referee, Ridley Scorpio. Penalty calling referees, Oliver Closeoff. Suspect Ed, Metallic Kyle, Shaolin Punk, Morning Wood, and Syphilis Diller.
Syphilis.
In-game officials, third degree burns, sweep the leg Johnny, derelict, scary Fisher, and Mazapan de la Chismosa. The officials in the booth are Molly Moonlight, Dorky and Dangerous, Hasselblack, Girl Friday, Wild Bill Hiccup, and Anna Mean Gables. On stats, we have D-Cup, Lil Red, and Gozer. Your officials and support staff, thank you very much.
All right, we'd like to thank our EMTs, our doll repair team, the track monkeys, and our rad crew. Our DJ tonight is DJ MacBook Pro, everybody.
Pew, 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 pew.
I am Eva Lee, and this is Trixie Biscuit.
What's up?
We will be your announcers for this evening. And of course, we have our Derby docent somewhere that will be happy to answer any of your Derby questions. And now, performing the national anthem is a pre-recorded version that you've heard in every 70s sports movie. That wasn't it.
But it probably should be.
All right, and now I have one question for you. Are you ready for roller derby action? Come on, Los Angeles! Champs, champs, champs! We are so excited to see who will take on the Varsity Brawlers or the Light Crew. Who will it be?
I thought you said chips, chips, chips. I didn't even know we had chips.
There are chips available at the snack bar.
Nice, give me some chips.
We like chips, we like champs, we love everybody who's here tonight. It's been a year, and it all comes down to this.
A whole year.
A whole year in one place.
How about that?
All right, this is how it works. The jammers have stars on their helmets. When they get out of the pack, they have to lap the track. Once they do, they re-enter the pack, and every member of the opposing team they pass is a point. The jammer in the lead is the lead jammer. She can skate the full 60 seconds of the jam or call out the jam anytime by putting her hands on the hips. Lead jammer position is belonging to the Varsity Brawlers, and she uses that to call off the jam. And she did get a few points, though. What do we got there?
That's right, you don't have to pass someone completely. Your hips just have to get past their hips, and if they get back in front of you, there's still a point.
That's right, 3 points as the Varsity Brawlers draw first blood.
Because there are some things when you lose, you just can't get back, you believe.
Like first blood. Oh, and we do have some penalties against, looks like the fight crew, Napoleon and Dynamite in the penalty box.
Yep, she's sitting for a failure to reform. But it's Oblivion Westwood with the lead, and the apex jump, and the call-off, and the points. That's 4 more for the Brawlers, stretching their lead, 7-zip.
Have you seen the championship trophy? Because it's fantastic.
I don't think I've seen it for a while. That thing's been in hiding for some time.
It happens, and it looks like we have a penalty also against Fight Crew against Sly Fox. I think it was back blocking.
I think it was directional blocking. I'll fight you.
I can't tell. We'll see. All I can see is Sly Fox is sitting in there. All right, you can always tell the lead jammer because there's an enforcer pointing to her. Lead jammer for that was for the fight crew, getting 4 points.
5:24, Sonia Sotomayor. So fight crew's on the board. You like to see that?
Yep, 7-4. But again, yeah, so you see the enforcers in the middle skating around. The one with the red sweatband around the helmet is pointing at the fight crew. And the one with the purple is for the Varsity Brawlers. If they're pointing at the jammer with the star on the helmet, that means that person is the lead jammer. If they're doing an X outside, it means they are not the lead jammer. Lead jammer is literally the person in the lead. Have got Napoleona Dynamite, lead jammer, and she is jamming for the fight crew.
No Fox giving in back, trying to break up that VB wall, give her jammer some room to maneuver. And Napoleona Dynamite calls off that jam. 2 points for the fight crew.
Is all my stuff blocking you? I need a lot of Lucky Charms up here. All right, it looks like we have a penalty against the jammer for the Varsity Brawlers, which will put them in the penalty box. What this means is that we've got one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, and that is the fight crew. They're down by 1 point, but that can change very quickly.
Sitting in that penalty box for the Brawlers is Dr. New York Skate of Mine.
Oh, Dr. New York. She's probably giving some robust review of her penalty. And I'm sure there'll be some robust review by her peers.
It turns out that time in the penalty box is slightly shorter than grad school.
All right, well, Jane Woe, jamming for the fight crew, finally makes it out of that pack. And look at this, the fight crew defense. Oh, was doing pretty good there until she came up against, I believe that was Jade DeBlack.
Fight crew just keep knocking Oblivion Westwood into the infield in the back. She's fighting as hard as she can. But the VB wall contains Jane Woe in the front.
Looks like we got 3 points for the fight crew. They take the lead. That's a lead change, everybody. If you got a drink, take a sip. 7-9. Fight crew takes the lead. And it looks like the fight crew jammer, though, in the penalty box. So we are going to have another.
No. It's Napoleona Dynamite.
She
likes
back
to
there.
hide.
All right. Thank you. I couldn't see behind the camera. All right. We do have 2 blockers in the penalty box, though, and that is Sly Fox and Bel Scorcho for the fight crew. Oblivion Westwood in the penalty box for the Varsity Brawlers with an above shoulders block.
No sooner do we get all those penalties read, jam over. They're sprung. They can get out of the penalty box now.
That's right. They're only in there for the length of the jam. This is what I like to see, nobody in the penalty box.
That's my favorite, because then there's lots of people on the track and they get to hit each other a lot and it's a great time.
It's good times.
Good times.
Sly Fox takes it on the high side, but not to be outdone. That was 2B Determinator coming through on the inside, and we have got a jammer race, everybody. Woo! 2B Determinator using that lead jammer status, calling off the jam by putting her hands on the hips so that she can stop Sly Fox from getting ahead of her.
We almost had some high velocity snuggles at the end of that jam.
Oh my God, high velocity snuggles.
Yeah, I used to play with them in college.
Really? Now I want somebody like that to be their skate name.
High velocity snuggles.
If there's anybody out there in fresh meat.
Yeah, that one's free.
High velocity snuggles. You will be an announcer favorite.
Sonia Sotomayor for the fight crew, showing why she is a DDX All-Star.
Yeah, and she sees Jade DeBlack coming up behind her, uses that lead jammer status to call off the jam. That's the thing about roller derby. You're skating offense and defense at the same time, so just as important as it is to score points as a jammer, it's equally as important to do point management and stop the opposing team from scoring points.
That's too many things to pay attention to, Italy.
Yes.
I don't think I can do it.
Yes. That's why we have the enforcers to tell us stuff.
I have enough trouble talking on this microphone and drinking this beer all at the same time. I don't think I could add anything else to that.
All right. We got the Varsity Brawlers. That's Smack Attack. Lead Jammer coming. Oh, it's coming through pretty nicely on the inside. Had a nice collision in there with Fight Crew. Two points for the Varsity Brawlers.
Yeah, that's a tie game, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's a tied game, everybody.
Oh my God!
If you have a beer, drink. If you don't have a beer, just don't drink. I don't know. And it looks like we have, wait for it. Yes.
There it is.
It's a power jam, everybody. We have got the jammer from the Varsity Brawlers in the penalty box with an arms penalty. And we got a lot of whistles going on. We also have Napoleon Dynamite was in the penalty box for the Fight Crew. Are we doing a redo?
This looks like it might be a reset.
Okay, we're gonna fix it in post, everybody. Nothing happened.
Power jam!
Positions, please. Whatever you were thinking about 30 seconds ago, think the exact same thing. All right, here we go again with that jam.
Do you believe, have you ever had a feeling of deja vu?
I am having an intense feeling of Jane. Actually, I'm having a feeling of Jane. Whoa! Do get out of the pack. Oh, that was awful. Sorry. I would not blame. Oh! There's nothing like a collision on the high side because you just kind of wobble over.
Yeah, that was a three-woman collision, and everybody fell down. Still fighting her way out of this pack.
Yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job of holding that inside line.
Oh, she's just come sliding down from the high. Everybody goes in the infield. I see Metallica calling a low block there. I think Jesus is going to be sitting in the box next jam.
I gotta see, that's the thing about being a power jam situation where there's one jammer. Granted, there's one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, but everybody's paying attention to you. It's like being the bride. Except without the gifts.
And
like
we got ourselves an official timeout. That gives me the chance to say things like, this bout is brought to you by the Vernon Community Fund. The Vernon Community Fund provides charitable contributions to community-based organizations and governmental agencies in support of efforts to improve the quality of life, strengthen families, and affirm Vernon's ties with neighboring communities in pursuit of bright futures. Thank you, City of Vernon.
All right, we just want to remind you at the end of this first quarter, we will have a quick 5-minute break. You can grab yourself a beverage or just stay where you are. We will be starting the next jam. We have several people in the penalty box. We've got for the Varsity Brawlers at Jesus in the penalty box with a low blocking penalty, joined by Jagerbomb with a stopping penalty. But also, not to be left out, Fight Crew is in there with Bombshell Betty in the penalty box with a directional block and an arms penalty. Wow, a lot of penalties.
And we got a lot of folks watching this championship game online. Metal Morticia says, yes, go damage, play hard. Shout out to my Ska Ra Familia, Breaker, and Pop from Metal Morticia.
You know, we have somebody who's at their first roller derby game. It's Baby Rage.
Baby Rage?
Where's Marina Del Rage?
Oh my goodness, Baby Rage is here?
Baby Rage is here with Marina Del Rage.
I'm gonna fan face that baby. I'm just gonna be like,
we are going to
I'm so excited.
We need baby snuggles.
Not high velocity snuggles, just regular ones, because that baby's not wearing pads. At least I assume that baby's not wearing pads.
Well, it's wearing pads in his pants, if you know what I mean.
What if I pretend I don't? Will you explain it further?
Sure, at halftime. Actually, oh, here we go. All right, so as I explained previously, We have 2 blockers from the Varsity Brawlers in the penalty box and 1 blocker from the fight crew. So those packs are short of those defensive players. Well, technically and offensive players in some way. And that shortness in the Varsity Brawlers pack allowed fight crew to really jump out. Their jammer, she is already working her way into point scoring position. That's talking about YOLO! I think she just kind of hit it and quit it, got her 3 points, and pulled up the lead.
That's the way to do it. Get those points little by little by little. It adds up over the course of the whole game, and all of a sudden, you've won champs. That's my secret strategy information for you.
Would you stop coaching from the microphone, Trixie?
Yes, I'm going to coach them to say, get more points, guys.
That's right. The team with the most points wins.
That's the way to do it.
And right now, doing it for you, that's Cleopatra for the Varsity Brawlers.
Ooh, no fucks given. Getting in front of her with a backwards block, slows her down, forces the call off, but not before Cleopatra racks up a considerable number of points there.
Looks like she got 4 points. You're the one with glasses on.
Yeah, no, it's 4 points.
Okay.
I didn't say anything because you were right.
Oh.
I only say things when you're wrong.
Imagine that.
Sorry, I'm super distracted because Mina Threat is in the chat room, and she used to be my captain on Fight Crew.
Oh, man, Mina Threat. Hi, Mina.
Hi, Mina, we miss you.
What's up?
Jane Woe, lead jammer for Fight Crew. Hops that inside, while simultaneously calling it off. She can do more than one thing at once. That's why she's playing roller derby and we're watching.
She can chew bubblegum and skate at the same time.
Oh,
Although
don't chew bubblegum and skate.
Yeah, well, you don't want it on the track.
You don't want it in your mouth guard.
Oh, there's that too. Tells you how long it's been since I skated.
I don't think you had to wear a mouth guard when you were skating.
You know, actually, when I started the Dolls, no, mouth guards were not required. They were optional. Although me and Susie Steakeyes are the first ones to wear mouth guards, and then one of us dropped it on the floor. We had no idea what to do, and then someone said 3-second rule, and we're like, okay.
Problem solved. Bombshell Betty makes it out of the pack. No points for the Fight Crew, 3 points for Varsity Brawlers. It's 21-26 Fight Crew, 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, we're gonna have a 5-minute break. Go get your official Derby Doll gear at our merch booth, located by those big roll-up doors.
All right, we do have a member of the Fight Crew in the penalty box. She's got an arms penalty.
Yeah, it's 8:02, no fox given. Foxy, why'd you do it?
Why'd
you do it?
All right, Varsity Brawlers, lead jammer. That is Cleopatra.
Very stylishly spinning her way through the pack. Barely lost a step, calls it off as Bel Scorcho goes for the pass.
Yeah, Bel Scorcho is right on her tail.
Well, and a lap behind, I think,
But you know what I mean.
They were very close.
Enough to make her nervous.
And we got a tie game, 21-21.
That's right, everyone. Make some noise for roller derby, everybody. Now remember, you can scream, you can shout, you just cannot whistle. There is no whistling. If you want to whistle, become an enforcer. Information at derbydolls.com. Sly Fox jamming for Fight Crew. She is fighting out from the pack roll. Jagerbomb jamming for the Varsity Brawlers, and she finally makes her way out of that pack.
Incredible teamwork by No Fox Given and Sly Fox to get her out of the pack to begin with. And a one-footed 180 to end the jam. That's some pretty footwork out there.
That's Sly Fox.
Can she get an extra point for that? Because I think she deserves one.
We would like a style point option.
Yes, please.
No style points? No? Showmanship? No?
We could start holding up numbers.
Yeah, instead of penalties, we should be able to give bonuses.
I do see Sly Fox sitting there in the penalty box there. That makes this a power jam for VB.
That's right. She is in there for an arms penalty, which I believe is also the same penalty that Jagerbomb has gotten for the Varsity Brawlers, which means that they're Oh, did I see something flying from the hand of Seth? Nope.
Oh,
Oh, wait, I see.
double jammer down. That means instead of having both jammers go to the penalty box and all the blockers skate around for a minute, each team fields a jammer and both jammers go to the penalty box. Blockers are down.
That's right. You have to have a jammer to have jam. So when both jammers have a penalty, what they do is they field a blocker from each team. So they're kind of sitting out for them. So that's the situation right here. And also the situation right here is Dr. New York Skate of Mine.
I'm
is
sorry,
your
did you
lead
say
jammer.
Dr. New York Skate
Doctor?
Mine? Oh my goodness. I don't think I know any doctors.
She should be wearing like that little hoodie cape thing.
Oh, that'd be dope. And she's out of there. Lead jammer, Varsity Brawlers.
And we are coming down to like a second on the jam, or no, I'm sorry, the quarter clock is done, but we still have time on the jam clock.
Great block by Bombshell Betty. Holds up Dr. Newsy, forcing her to call it off. Fight Crews somehow sleezed 4 points off of that one. I don't know how that one happened.
I don't know, I'm wondering, because it looks like the end, I thought we had, the quarter clock ended. Didn't the quarter clock end? Yeah. All right, you guys, 5-minute break. Hey, I want to take a moment, though, to thank somebody who's here. You guys, we have something really exciting for you. If you can talk with All right, everybody. Welcome back to the second quarter of exciting roller derby action here at Dollhalla. We are starting off this jam with Dr. New York State of Mind in the penalty box, and making this first jam of the second quarter a power jam. Advantage to the fight crew, who is ahead right now, 29-25. This is quite a game we've got here, Trixie.
It absolutely is, and they are just packing in the shout-outs in the chat room. Dr. Joe in Padawana, Canada, Ontario says, thank you for the live feed, love this.
All right, well, I'll tell you right now, we've got a lot of action going on in that pack. They're doing a pretty good job of holding back the fight crew. Jammer finally started pulling away, and they had to let her out, otherwise they'd be at a risk at a blocking out of bounds penalty. That's Sonia Sotomayor. Giving her opinion of the track.
She has rendered her judgment, and her judgment is more points.
I would say that the dissenting opinion is being tried to given by the wall of the Varsity Brawlers, but not, oh my goodness. Fight crew is like, no.
Yeah, Fight Crew is holding Oblivion Westwood back again, but they had a little miscommunication. Somebody went forward to try to break up the wall, and that's when it all went south for the ladies in black and red. Just the same, they put up, I think that was 7 points, but the eyes in the sky are being stealthy and holding their points where I can't look at them.
And oddly, we have microphones here. No one can hear us.
It's like we're in some existential movie. Oblivion
Aren't
Westwood.
we? No, really. Aren't we in some existential movie? All right, we do have 2 penalties, by the way. There's Oblivion Westwood in the penalty box with an above shoulders block, and we do have a Bell Scorcher in the penalty box for a fight crew, also with an orange penalty, I believe. But the main thing was Bombshell Betty jamming for the fight crew from the pack, gets her points, calls it off. I believe that was 3 points for the fight crews. They extend their lead over the Brawlers. And we also, to be Determinator in the penalty box with a cutting penalty for the Brawlers. So the Brawlers are down 1 blocker for the, no, I'm sorry. They are down a jammer.
Oh no.
That's right, we got a power jam, ladies and gentlemen. 1 jammer on the floor, 1 team that can score, and that is Fight Crew. Currently leading 40-25.
Napoleona Dynamite wearing the star and going down to her knees in turn 1. She gets up again real quick, readjusts those knee pads. Safety first, after all.
Now you see the person with the stripe on their helmet cover? That's called the pivot. Ooh. And that's also called Napoleona Dynamite making a, face plant? She got face first?
Not if
And, I predicted it. She can give the power of the star to the pivot, and she has done that. Although they can't quite seem to get it on. We're not quite sure what's happening with the star helmet right there.
Well, once it's handed to you, you don't necessarily have to put it on. You can skate as long as you want with it in your hand. And you can even give it back to the original jammer if you haven't put it on yet. Jane Woe is through, but she was done a little while ago. There were some amazingly hard hits being dealt out by Oblivion Westwood and Jade to Black.
Yeah, the defensive game is so, it's really intensive on this bout. I mean, it's champs, man.
Well, and when you're in that power jam, those VB blockers didn't have a thing to do except for make the Fight Crew jammer's life suck. They were able to focus their attention on misery, and they delivered it in spades.
All right, we got Bombshell Betty jamming for the Fight Crew, and I believe she's against Jaeger Bomb for the Varsity Brawlers.
Jaeger came out so fast. She got a little love tap.
Oh my goodness, she lapped her! She lapped her! Bombshell Betty takes over Jaeger! Wow!
Amazing move by Bombshell Betty. Steals lead jammer. 2 points for Fight Crew. This crowd is lit as hell.
I swear I've seen Bombshell Betty literally throw up in the infield and then get back on the track and skate. She skates that hard. That was incredible. Fight Crew bringing it up, 42-25, and we do have a penalty against the Fight Crew. That's right, Doom's Daisy in the penalty box with an arms penalty.
Jade to Black out quick for Varsity Brawlers.
Yeah, Brawlers managing to hold back the Fight Crew jammer for the point for right now. That is Bel Scorcho jamming for the Fight Crew.
Yeah, she's got one more to beat in American Booty. She does it. But Jade to Black already on the attack, gets her 4 points and calls it.
Yeah, I think the Brawlers, they were holding the back Fight Crew jammer, and then they see their jammer coming up. They decided to just let her go so they can focus on making sure their jammer gets the maximum points. And she did.
And that's really, you know, at this point in the game, you don't necessarily have to get 10 points, 15 points every time. All you need to do is make sure the other guys don't get any.
All right, Dr. New York State of Mind, she's really going to regret she told us that, is in the penalty box for the Varsity Brawlers with a multiplayer block.
That's right, and
Oh!
Jane Woe, lead jammer, Fight Crew.
The Fight Crew won the very first championship bout in 2006, and then they won again, I believe, in 2016, and I think that's it for them. So they are very determined at this moment to bring home that championship trophy.
Scary Fisher says, Dr. Newsy is a beautiful genius. I can't argue with that.
All right, Napoleonic Dynamite jamming for Fight Crew out of the pack and lead jammer, but she sees she is not the only one. To Be Determinator also out of the pack right behind her. Oh! Enters the pack and calls it. I thought she was calling it off, but the jam seems to be still going, and it looks like To Be Determinator took over as the lead jammer.
Yeah, Mighty had to get on in the very back of that pack, or else she was going to get that cutting penalty. So hopefully for Fight Crew, she was able to avoid it.
Yeah, when you go in the infield, you have to re-enter that pack without advancing your position, or you will get a cutting penalty. Got to keep it on the track, kids. 49-32, Fight Crew, and they have Fight Crew's put up Bombshell Betty again.
I see two BB butts in the box, including the jammer.
I think we might have had a situation there where it was a
Double jammer down.
Could be. Oh, nope.
No, that's all she wrote for the VB jammer. The only jammer on the floor is Bombshell Betty. She got a word for this jam.
Hey, Pat. Ooh. Don't forget your mouth guard.
Yeah, you need that.
We do not want to recreate the Iron Maven situation of at the Taste of Chaos event in Long Beach where she lost a tooth when she went flying off the track, because that was fun.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Isn't that why we have to wear mouth guards now? Was
well,
that when the
we
rules
put up
started?
little PSAs, and then someone's like, you know, we really should make this a rule. We were a little slow back then. The Derby was fast, but us and leaders were a little bit slow. All right, so Jagerbomb in the penalty box with a failure to reform. She's joined in with To Be Determinator with an arms penalty, and we also got Fight Crew. They are down one blocker. Rusty Lovelace with a penalty. There comes Bombshell Betty. Oh, man!
Big hits from those Fight Crew blockers as Bombshell enters the pack. They're trying to make a friendly side, making some room for her to get through.
That was one of the most graceful blocks I've ever seen from Side Block. She kind of just like glided into her. It was almost like she was hurting her. Like, no, honey, you're going to go down here.
This is where you go now. This
You
is
go
your
down here.
place.
I'm going to be up here. You go there.
Oblivion Westwood donning the star for VB. Looks like Betty's in the box, so Oblivion Westwood is the only jammer in this jam.
We got a power jam. Make some noise for Roller Jam, everybody.
Great opportunity for
Woo!
Varsity Brawlers to rack up some points and close this gap.
That's right. She's in there with a cutting penalty. So when she went into the infield, she got back into the pack without with advancing her position, and that is what put her in the penalty box. Oblivion Westwood assessing the situation, allowing her blockers a moment to figure out how they are going to help her make a path. Going through on the inside, up to the high side.
Cleopatra and Jaeger were trying to hold Jane Woe back. As the jammer entered the pack, that was Jane Woe's opportunity to break forward, close it up at the front of the pack.
Oh, man. That pack is tight together, too.
That was incredible acceleration by Oblivion Westwood to break her way out of that pack.
Yeah, and be interesting to see if she got a back blocking penalty.
I didn't see a ref call it, but I too am extremely interested to know how that one's going to fall out.
The amount of communication in the pack is really phenomenal when you get a chance to watch that.
Yeah, Oblivion Westwood was moving her blockers, telling them to speed up, slow down. The VB has great communication and incredible control. And they also have 7 points from that last jam.
All right, looks like we have a timeout being called. And I want to do a quick shout out real quick. The entire Scorcho family is here. Where is Belle Scorcho's family? Mom, dad, sister, bro, and of course, the husband who puts up with her running off the Vernon all the time. And a happy birthday to Dad Scorcho. Dad Scorcho just turned 69 last week.
Nice.
We also want to give a shout out to Belle Scorcho's LACMA Conservation Department friends. Where's everybody from the LACMA Conservation Department? They protect artwork. That's really cool. We need art people. And also to S1 Helmets, who protects our noggins.
Everybody likes a nice, safe noggin, especially around the holiday season.
And as somebody who's had 2 concussions before we had an S1 sponsorship, I could say they suck. Oh my goodness.
Well, no, you can't have this many penalties because it's too many things for me to write down.
It's too much for me to read. Okay. So for Varsity Brawlers, we've got American Booty. She's in the penalty box with a low blocking penalty. And she is joined in there with Cleopatra with a multiplayer block. As for the fight crew, we have got Belle Scorcho with an illegal procedure. I don't know if you can read what's below that. I cannot.
It looks like it says downed Jaeger, but you can't do that during a jam. You can't down any Jaeger. It's against the rules.
Okay, so maybe she was doing Jaeger shots. I don't know. I do know Jane Woe. She's in there with a double penalty. And by the way, there is a penalty threshold. You hit 7 penalties, you're out of here. You're over at Lincoln Tap, whatever, the after party setting up.
So it's looking real lonely on the track right now with just 4 blockers out there, 2 jammers. Lead jammer is Jake to Black for VB.
She's got a nice stride. Very nice stride, but she had Yola right behind her. So I believe she used the power of the lead jammer to call it off.
The power of the lead.
The power of the lead jammer. Sounds like a movie.
Sounds like a bad movie.
Wait, what was the other thing? Veracity Snuggles full?
High Velocity Snuggles.
That's
a much better movie.
High Velocity Snuggles. It's also a good name for a cat. Especially when they're like jumping out the litter box. Whoa, that's some high velocity. Well, that's not Snuggles, that's something else. All right, speaking of the box, nobody's in it.
Story of my life.
Mama! Okay, I'm gonna take a moment there. So anyway, oh, Trixie, I love you. All right, lead jammer is jamming for the Varsity Brawlers.
That's Cleopatra out there.
That's right. 42 for the Brawlers, 53 for Fight Crew at this moment.
Nobody saw her coming on that high side. Cleopatra threw with a full pull.
Yeah, she really just glided right through there. I dare say a hot knife through butter.
And Cleo coming through so fast on that inside line. But she's got all the time in the world to reset because Shakmi Amadeus has just now escaped the pack for the first time.
She's made her way out. She's free.
She's free. Free like little birds. By the way, I have a correction and retraction sent from the chat room. I got my Julias mixed up. It was Ruckus who said that Dr. Newsy was a beautiful genius. Ruckus also adds, that Ruckus says more bots 2019, and she'll see you at the after party.
Wait a second, I have a custom sale order on my Etsy store. I need to take care of this. Okay, I'll do that.
All right,
later.
well, I'll tell you in the meantime, Shock Me Amadeus in the box for arms. That makes this a power jam.
Power Jam. And she's not alone. She has joined in the penalty box with another one of the Varsity Brawlers. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, Fight Crew.
Yep, 2 in the box for Fight Crew, 1 for the Brawlers.
That's right. Doomsdaisy is also in there.
Jaeger's out there getting it done.
They've done a really good job of chipping away at the Fight Crew lead, bringing it up to 49 to 53, and that is all about the change here. We have still got 30 seconds on the jam clock as Jaeger pulls her way into a point-scoring position. Clean through that. The best I can tell, which means she's going to get the ghost points, too.
Just a beauty of an assist by Shank Solo. Well-timed, opened up the pack, and Jaeger sailed right through.
Okay, Fight Crew trying to put up a defensive wall, but it looks like they decided to call it off.
Hey, do you know what Ruckus says about Jaeger?
What?
She says she's got a super cute butt.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, Varsity Brawlers, they got 9 points, which means we have a lead change. Brawlers take the lead, 58 to 53. If you have a drink, take it. I'll be having a sip of cold, refreshing water.
Hydration, it's a thing.
It is a thing.
There goes Jade to black.
I tell you, Varsity Brawlers right now, that's a thing. They are starting to dominate the end of the second quarter. Jade to black, lead jammer. Comes right into that wall of Fight Crew. Oh, nice jump there from Napoleon Dynamite, though.
Again, we're awarding a style point. Style points get you nothing. They don't go up on the scoreboards. It's just engraven upon our hearts.
That's right. I was going to say, they get you a place in our hearts. Coming down to 2 minutes in the first half, then we will have a quick halftime. Make sure you check out, get a drink, buy some merch. You guys, the holidays are coming up. Buy somebody a Derby Doll shirt. They will love it. It'll be the most unique thing you can buy. And we do have, of course, penalties. We do have penalty against the Varsity Brawlers. They have 1 blocker down in the penalty box. Oblivion Westwood in the lead jammer position.
Such a versatile skater, so strong. She blocks, she jams, she communicates, she does it all.
And of course, with many style points.
And she shoves her own blocker out of the way so that she can get to where she needs to go.
Well, sometimes it's necessary.
Hey, you were talking about buy-in stuff. You know, Violet Vintage is out there in the parking lot. They're selling polymer clay earrings. They're super cute. Life on its side has original geeky watercolors and steampunk jewelry. So go see what they've got to offer at that halftime.
I'm gonna go look. I got holiday shopping to do. All right, Oblivion Westwood in the penalty box with a back blocking penalty, and she is joined in there by Clea Painter with an arms penalty, making this a power jam. Advantage to the Fight Crew, although Fight Crew does have 1 blocker in the penalty box. Sonia Sotomayor jamming for the Fight Crew, everybody, as they try to pull up their lead at the end of the first half here. That first half clock is done. We are running on the jam clock now.
Sly Fox charges forward, sweeps the front of that pack clean.
Yeah, she goes through that point scoring position, and she is coming back for more.
YOLO fighting her way past 1, 2, and 3. VB, she's got it all, folks. It's like she's catching Pokemons out there.
Unbelievable. Still with a few seconds left on the clock, she calls it off. Fight Crew.
Enormous jam.
See what the points are here. 14 points for Fight Crew. They take the lead as we end the first half.
Listen to that crowd.
All right, everybody. Halftime. Buy a beer. Buy a Derby Doll shirt. And we'll see you back here shortly. Welcome back. Second half exciting roller derby action here at Dollhalla. We got quite a game here. 61 for the Varsity Brawlers, 68 for the Fight Crew. Who's rooting for the Varsity Brawlers? Who's rooting for the Fight Crew?
Whoa.
It doesn't matter because I stole the trophy and I'm taking it home with me, people. I literally walked out with it. Nobody stopped me. It was awesome. All right, I'll tell you what's stopping right now. Nobody's stopping this first jam of the second half. We do have a couple of the Fight Crew in the penalty box. They are down to 2 blockers, and that gave the Varsity Brawlers an opportunity to get out of the back a little bit quicker. That's Jade DeBlack jamming for the Brawlers.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Evalie, Bombshell Betty picked up 3 penalties in that final jam of the second half.
Oh, Betty.
That brings her to 6, and that's 1 away from ejection from this game.
Betty, Betty, Betty.
She has been such a force in this game. She's just been on fire tonight, so we really want to see her take it all the way.
If I tell you, if all the skaters get ejected, you and I get to keep the trophy, Trixie.
No, so tempting. Moral dilemma.
There's no moral dilemma. We want everyone ejected. We're taking this thing home, and we're going to have wine and Hot Pockets.
Hell yeah.
Party at Trixie's house, everybody.
That's how I
3-point
roll.
game, though. Fight Crew only ahead by 3 at this point, although they got the lead jam position. That is Belle Scorcho jamming for the Fight Crew.
Ooh, Jane Woe goes down in the back as Belle Scorcho enters, passes to B, maybe, and calls it off. Napoleona Dynamite taking her traditional stealthy position behind the jam
I
line.
know, hi. She's like way
Don't
back
distract
there.
her. She's doing stuff.
You're distracting me, man.
Paying attention to her is your job. Paying attention to you is not hers.
I can't pay anything. There's a camera between us. And
Take
it
my
might as well,
word
it
for
might
it.
as well be an ocean. Okay, we have penalties against the Fight Crew. Bombshell Betty in the penalty box with a blocking out of play, and somebody else in there with a something or another. And jamming right now for the Varsity Brawlers in the lead jamming position. They are only 5 points behind. And oh, that is Cleopatra.
Yeah, that is Bombshell Betty's 7th and 8th penalty for bonus. That makes her ejected from this game. We will not be seeing her again.
Oh man, Betty! All right, Cleopatra calls it off.
Cleopatra really controlling her speed beautifully as she enters, knocking people around from the back, but not hard enough to knock them down and incur that back blocking penalty. She makes her way with great finesse.
All right, they are confirming. Wait, are they or are they not?
10 points. And that's a lead change.
All right, you got a drink then. Well, drink it.
Do it.
I'm going to fondle the trophy for a second.
And by the way, if you
wanna
do
know
have
the
a drink,
Yes.
if you do have a drink and you'd like to replenish it, last call for alcohol is at the end of the third. So
That's right, in the third quarter, no more alcohol. We do have penalty. I believe that's Shock Me Amadeus in the penalty box, and she is joining there with a Napoleona Dynamite with a cutting penalty, arms penalty for Shock Me.
yep, that makes this a power jam.
That's right, one jam on the floor, one team that can score, and that is Doctor. The New York Skate of Mine.
Doctor.
Doctor.
I have to correct my earlier statement. More corrections and retractions. I do know another Derby doctor. It is Dr. Honey Brasco.
Oh,
Thank you, Gia Culpa, for that timely correction.
that's right.
But it's Dr. Newsy who's out here making headlines.
I don't know why I thought that that Oliver Klosoff was also a doctor, but I could be wrong.
He might be.
Or maybe he just told that to somebody I know.
Hey, I'm a doctor. What's up?
He's like all fancy scientisty, so I thought he was a doctor.
I got a PhD in biceps.
I can't believe you just said that. All right, after some peer review, Dr. New York Skate of Mine was not allowed to re-enter the pack.
She's going back for revisions. We'll see her again later.
But they did get a lot of points on the board there. 85 for the Brawlers, 70 for Fight Crew. The Brawlers ended up locked outside. I let them back in.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I'm surprised Fight Crew isn't mad at me right now.
Well, nobody's locking out that VB Jammer. She is your lead, and that is 3 Jade to Black.
Yeah, Jade to Black. Oh, nice hop, skip, and jump around the red line that was being put up at the back of that pack, allowing her to get, I believe, 3 points.
And the momentum is all purple and yellow right now. Fight Crew's going to have to do something to get it back.
Well, as you have seen by this game so far, we've had several lead changes. And it seems like, nobody pulls away from the lead for too long. We also do have a penalty against Shark Amadeus for a low blocking penalty of the Fight Crew.
There goes Sly Fox, Captain, All-Star, and lead Jammer.
Yeah, quick work of making her way out of the pack. But look at the way the Brawlers are setting up control of the center of the pack. Although it doesn't seem to faze her, she is right through up to the front and calls it off.
So methodical, just gets past Booty, just gets up to the front of the pack, just past Breaker Thighs, bing, bang, boom, end of your jam.
I see her back there.
She thought she was hiding, but she can't. Napoleona Dynamite, we know where you are.
I can see you.
Ooh, it's getting even creepier.
And we do have a penalty against the Fight Crew. Looks like an arms penalty.
Yep, that's for Jane Woe.
Varsity Brawlers, Jammer, Oblivion Westwood, lead Jammer. Wow! She just really moved her way through that pack quickly.
Just divided that pack. Like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Split it straight down the middle. They taste better if they're triangles, though. You gotta cut your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the
I do not get the whole, my jelly and my peanut butter stay separate. You people with your strange practices. Okay, we do have 2 penalties against the Fight Crew.
No, it's Napoleona Dynamite is sitting for an illegal block that makes this a
Power Jam, advantage to the Brawlers, and they have put up Jaeger Bomb.
I think she also downed a Jaeger. That was what I could read on the whiteboard. I don't know.
You remember the old days when you would drink during the game?
Remember the old days when I could see across the track?
Remember the old days when people were, I don't know. When you could remember what you were going to say a minute ago?
When the world was kind and men were inviting? Remember the time? Then it all went wrong. Jaegerbomb dreamed a dream of getting through this pack, but she has encountered a stalwart Fight Crew wall.
Yeah, Fight Crew, they have set up their TSA checkpoint, and they are checking her ID, her passport, her flight ticket. And they are denying her access to the front of the pack.
Checking everything but those sweet, sweet hot pants. And the crowd loves it.
Brawlers ahead, 92-74.
I've gotten very important confirmation from Skeeve Jobs in the chat room. Sandwiches do taste better as triangles. Thank you, Skeeve.
But you know what really tastes good is eating pizza leaning against a championship trophy. Okay, Jaegerbomb in the penalty box with a stop blocking penalty. So she will be sitting out making this a power jam advantage to the Fight Crew, who does have 1 blocker in the penalty box. Skating out of bounds. I don't know why I thought SB was something else. Skating out of bounds penalty.
That usually means that you went too far on the infield.
I like making up penalties. Jesus gave it her all to hold it back, but eventually was pulling too far away from the pack and had to let her go.
Sonia Sotomayor's out, but she doesn't have a lot of time to work with.
A nice flip over there by Lusty Lovelace. She did a little somersault into the infield. before jumping over Oblivion Westwood and kicking her in the back. It's getting aggressive.
You'd almost think it was for the championship or something, the way these
You
people are
would.
playing. VB recycling ever forward. I don't know how many she's passed, but she calls it off, so she must have passed enough. I don't know how many I passed, but I'm done doing it. Therefore, I've passed them all. 3 points. 3 points for Fight Crew, 92-77.
And I see Oblivion Westwood. She is sitting down in the penalty box.
Aw, what'd she do?
Stuff.
She did a low block, and so did.
Shock me Amadeus.
That's right. You read my mind.
All right, read the whiteboard. Oh, we got a jammer race, everybody. Wow. They're moving so fast you think there's wheels on their feet or something.
But Belle Scorcho had all her blockers in the back, and 2B was just too close. She had to call it off before she could score any points.
Don't forget, no alcohol served after the third quarter. So you got 4 minutes left in this third quarter, 5-minute break, and then no more alcohol until the after party. Holy moly! I haven't seen that kind of movement since I saw the opening of Walmart doors on Black Friday. Wow.
Jane Wolf finally escapes at the front of the pack as Oblivion Westwood goes down hard in the back. I don't think she liked that hit very much.
No, I don't think she did either. All right, getting up on the jam line now, we got Belle Scorcho and Dr. New York State of Mind.
Dr. Newsy tried to take a whip off a Pip at the front. Briefly delayed. She is out of the pack second as she takes some friendly fire from the Jaeger bomb at the front. But it is all Belle Scorcho, lead jammer for Fight Crew.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
The entire audience yelled, "Call it," as one. The nation has never been so unified.
That was funny.
It's nice to see we found something we can all agree on in these troubled times.
All right, nobody in the penalty box. Full packs, both jammers. Jade Black jamming for Varsity Brawlers, but she is not the lead jammer. That belongs to Fight Crew, although I tell you, looks like we got a bit of a jammer race going on here. That is throwing us into my yellow.
Oh man, Jade Black used the track geometry to get an enormous boost coming out of that second turn. She almost caught her up. Definitely held her to 0 points. Amazing skating from Jade Black.
It's almost like a high velocity snuggle.
It almost was.
All right, we do have a penalty. Against the Varsity Brawlers. I believe this is the first time she has been in the penalty box as Mad Dog Marge with a directional block.
No Fox Given wears the star, but it is 2B Determinator who's out first.
Yeah, she really lives up her name of determination, that is for sure. Up to the rail.
Oh, goodness! No Fox Given did a 180 and left the surface of the track. It was very impressive. I liked it. I wish I had a replay. I hope she watches this back on YouTube because it was really cool.
Okay,
by the way, we've
tell her.
got all of the whole season on our YouTube channel. Just search for Derby Dolls on YouTube and you can watch this game. You can watch every game from this entire season thanks to the stalwart efforts of the Rad Crew.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. These jammers. Once again, both of them out of the pack. Cleopatra trying to catch up. Jane Woe. Woo!
Cleo Painter takes a big one on her way out. Jane Woe calls it off. We've got less than a minute to go in the third. Where did the third go? Holy smokes.
That one, it went to me like holding the trophy. I'm just gonna be like this. Ugh. Okay, wait, hold on. This is totally gonna work. All right. Okay. This is a perfect view for me.
Evil's doing a low velocity snuggle on that trophy.
All right, nobody in the penalty box. Fight crew right now, they are trying to pull together. We got 95 for the Brawlers, 80 for the fight crew, and Bel Scorcho coming out to the back of that pack. It's like the Brawlers are trying to race it for her, but she gets up to the front and calls it off. And they definitely want to squeeze one more jam out of this third quarter. This is an incredible game.
4 points for fight crew, and a quick call-off means we're gonna have one more jam. Napoleon Dynamite squares off against Jade to Black, who has just been astonishing this game.
Yeah, and it looks like we had another situation there where both jammers got a penalty. So what they're going to do is they're going to field a blocker from each team.
I don't think so. I
maybe
think
I'm
Fight
wrong.
Crew's the only one with a penalty.
There you have it. Bel Scorcho in the penalty box with an arms penalty. So we have a power jam, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody. Power Jam! Advantage Varsity Brawlers, Jade to Black will be your power jammer for this jam, the last jam of the third quarter, as the time runs out on the third quarter clock.
Fight Crew's also down a blocker. So this is not great news for the people in the red.
Really quick there through a point scoring position. Still has about 28 seconds left on the jam clock. While the quarter clock is done, Brawlers doing their best to kind of race the pack to pull the fight crew up a little bit so that it was pulled out enough that she could make it through another point scoring pass.
And again, Fight Crew's so hurt right now by having that extra blocker down. They just aren't able to cover the track in order to slow down that point scoring jammer.
Yeah, I tell you, Pip Girl was doing her best to hold it, but... And that looks like the end of the third quarter, everybody. Let's make some noise for roller derby. And I do have a shout out for Napoleon Dynamite. Would like to say hello to Joseph. your Derby Dolls here in Dollhalla. Who's having a good time?
That doesn't sound like enough people.
I don't know if everyone's having a good time. We have got a really close game. It's been going back and forth. Brawlers most recently have taken the lead 108-84 for the Fight Crew. We will be starting off this fourth quarter with two of the Fight Crew blockers in the penalty box.
And that's Pip Girl and Sly Fox with failure to reform.
And Varsity Brawlers taking out of that thinned out pack of blockers with New York State of Mind, Dr. New York State of Mind, getting right out of the pack, although coming up against the two wall and deciding to call it off. She saw the opposing jammer coming up behind her.
I gotta tell you, Evil Eve, Fight Crew outscored VB by 4 points in the first, by 3 points in the second, and VB took the third 47 points to Fight Crew's 16. Fight Crew's really got to put the wheels back on the cart, figure out their defense if they want a chance to hold that trophy.
Otherwise, it's mine.
I think VB might have something to say about that.
This is where old age and treachery wins out over strength and speed, right? Isn't that what there's some meme out there that tells me that?
I think my mom had a coffee cup that said that.
Oh, great. I'll steal it from her. All right, we do have American Booty in the penalty box to join my... she's in the penalty box for the Varsity Brawlers with an arms penalty and a failure to reform penalty in there for Shank Solo. And also we have a Fight Crew. They're down a blocker for failure to reform. And, you know, but now the jam's over. Sorry.
But the important news on that one was that the blocker sitting for Fight Crew was Napoleona Dynamite. I believe that may have been her 6th penalty. She is on the verge of ejection.
And we've already had an ejection earlier. A Bombshell Betty ejected. We're trying to find out if Bombshell Betty's actually ever finished a game. So if anybody knows that, please text me or Trixie.
It sounded more tactful the way I asked you. There goes Jaeger Bomb, lead jammer VB.
If you want something to not sound tactful, have it come out of my mouth. Just coming out of my mouth does not sound tactful.
Evilly's like, this is the last game of the season. I'm letting it all fly.
This is what happens when I don't drink.
Some people get loose-lipped when they have some alcohol.
Yeah,
in them.
no, when I have alcohol, I can think clearly. I haven't been drinking, so I'm just drinking water, and so I'm like, my mind is clear and it's strange. Okay, we do have a penalty against Fight Crew. That's an arms penalty.
Sonia Sotomayor, her first of the game. And there goes Viv, the jammer VB.
The Varsity Brawlers, I saw them talking during halftime. They were up to some shenanigans, I tell ya.
Well, whatever they were up to, it has been working like whoa.
They certainly were not eating beef stroganoff, that is for sure.
But beef stroganoff gives you superpowers.
That's what we've heard. Oh, Jane Woe comes up against Jesus. It's almost like Jesus blinked and just knocked her over. It's like, yeah.
That was more than a blink, let me tell you. I wouldn't want to be the recipient of that blink.
Yeah, the only place I want Jesus is in front of me when I'm trying to get up front at a Napalm Death show. Spot me, woman. We're getting through the pit. We're getting against the rail.
10 points for Varsity Brawlers.
They are extending their lead. Where are the Brawler fans? Come on, I see some purple up there. All right, and where's those Fight Crew fans? They need your love right now. No love for the penalty box, thank goodness. Oh, man, look at Belle Scorcho.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, she got passed.
She did. I think Jaegerbomb wanted the cut, but Jaeger fell down, so that wasn't a cut. One point for the Brawlers brings them to 121-84.
All right, Jade Black jamming for Varsity Brawlers. Sonia Sotomayor, yoo-hoo, for Fight Crew. And she is the one to claim elite jammer status. You got, oh wow, split pack there. You got the Brawlers in front, Fight Crew in the back.
And just so much speed from that Brawlers pack this late in the game. Oh, big hit!
Yeah, she took YOLO to the rail.
She took YOLO practically through the rail, up and away. I love that move where Oblivion Westwood finishes the jam, sets herself up in the high rear corner of the blocker box, and then yields that position to her blocker. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the position on the track when the whistle blows is very important. Oh, Jane Woe heading into that pack almost head first, but hits some opposition, finally makes her way out through on the inside.
Jaegerbomb's still working her way through. And what Jaeger's doing right now, among other things, she kept that pack pretty fast. Oh my goodness, but Jane Woe is through the back wall. Gets her 4, calls it off.
Yeah, I mean, you see that with the blockers. They see their jammer coming up in a point scoring position. They know they have some time before the other jammer's coming up. So their main thing is they want to make sure they get their jammer through before they close the door on the opposing jammer coming up. And we do have a penalty against Sly Fox. Fight Crew, directional block.
Doomsdaisy called down at the last second. Belle Scorcho fighting so hard, but she's got cheeses to contend with.
Oh, she's almost losing her elbow pad.
Oh, we don't want that. Elbows are important.
That's
we need
not.
those.
Padding is good.
Oh,
Oh! That was a hop, skip, and a spin right into one of her own teammates.
I mean, the good news is that's not illegal. The bad news is it still hurts.
Yeah, can somebody get Belle Scorcho some like that Gorilla tape to get her elbow pad like completely taped on?
Or a stapler.
Stapler? This is quite a game. Jane Woe versus Dr. New York Skater Mine.
Jaeger inserted herself on the high. She cleared that. I cannot believe her tenacity. I can't believe they let her in there.
Oh, you can't believe her tenacity?
Well,
you can't believe Jaeger's tenacity? Are you new? Whoa! Oh! New York Skater Mine, I tell you, this is the second time around the track where her skates seem to be going faster than her. It's almost like she put on the Wile E. Coyote rocket skates, and they were going farther than she could.
Absolutely sick pass on the inside from Dr. Newsy. Get it?
And
Sick.
does it again.
Doctor. You get it?
Yes.
That was a good joke, Eagle.
That was pretty good, Trixie. You know, I gotta say, Shock Me Amadeus has some of the best facial expressions.
She was just doing the thing where you stand right there. I like that thing.
She's making a little room there for Pip Girl.
That's right.
That's like when you're holding line, when you're buying tickets and, you know, so you can go pee and you hope nobody's gonna kick your ass for holding that spot.
Sorry, when you're holding a line of what?
You're holding a place in line, I should say. All right, we do have a penalty against Fight Crew. So they are down one blocker. Wow, once again, both jammers, they are out.
Oh! Very canny call off as she loses her feet. Jade DeBlack does not lose her sense of propriety. She calls that off in time. You are allowed to call it off if you've fallen, but you're still on the track.
It's getting a little slippery out there.
It's probably all the sweat. All the gross smelling, dirty
Sweat, tears,
sweat.
blood.
Well, I hope there's no tears. Not yet. Wait for the end of the game for that. Oh, Napoleona Dynamite, one more, and
that was
American
tough.
Beauty, great block. Forces Napoleona Dynamite to reset just as she was going to escape.
Yeah, great positional blocking there, holding her back.
And she did it again. Boy, American Booty, so effective at the front of the pack.
Yeah, to be determinator. Looking at Seth Who. What should I do, Seth Who? Call it off! We would like to give a shout out to Seth Who's Khakis. That's right, from Khaki Nation.
Hats off to the Khakis.
And we do have a penalty against American Booty. She's got a blocking out of play penalty. Coming down to the last 5 minutes of this game. It's been so fast, Trixie.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I hope nobody figured out where the trophy is.
I hope nobody figures out how many shout-outs we haven't done.
That would be complete, I know, right? Well, while they're looking for the trophy, we'll do the rest of our shout-outs. Yeah, we'll do the shout-outs at the after party, right?
That's right. Come to Lincoln Tavern and Tap for that after party.
Yeah, it's a
Lincoln Kitchen and Tap.
It's 6 miles at 2118 North Broadway. Check out the Derby Dolls drink specials at the after party. Of course, after the game, there will be we'll have a little MVP ceremony for the MVPs of the game, and while I try and run out with the trophy. And we're just so grateful for everybody here. Remember, go to derbydolls.com and make sure you sign up for information of our next year's season, how to volunteer, how to become a skater, how to skate for fun and fitness, how to get your kid involved, how to be an enforcer, pretty much how to do anything at derbydolls.com.
Oh my goodness! A huge block against a skater who was facing her. Boy, oh boy, Jaeger just put one right in the sternum to escape that pack.
Maybe she just breathed some Jaeger on her.
Yeah, that is truly a Jaeger bomb.
Of course, I want to thank our Derby Doll repair team. If you're looking for a chiropractor, it's almost like they heard us. Shout outs time. All right, we got a quick timeout. So yes, our Derby Doll repair team, if you're looking for a chiropractor or acupuncturist, please visit one of our team. They support the dolls year round. You can check them out at derbydolls.com/doll/repair. Just go to derbydolls.com. And if you do want to be a Derby Doll, believe it or not, some of these women could not skate when they started. We have a table outside, or go to derbydolls.com. You can start with our Derby for Vita program where you learn to skate. And there's all kinds of opportunities there. You might even find yourself on the track someday. Or if you want to be a roller derby referee, get your way in the infield. Just go to derbydolls.com or email refs@derbydolls.com. And of course, if you have a girl between the ages of 7 and 17 who may be looking for a fun challenge, Junior Derby Dolls, everybody, maybe for her.
Miss you, Trophy.
Goodbye, Trophy. Oh, sure, Di was going to take it, but she knew better.
3 minutes, 31 seconds left in this game. Fight Crew has been held to just 7 points in the fourth quarter so far.
Yeah, Brawlers have really came out, I guess, brawling in the second half.
We just sounded like Statler and Waldorf.
Well, we kind of are. But hey, man, Fight Crew is not giving up.
No, they're going to play it to the last whistle.
And we have seen 20-point jams before, and we will see them again. Maybe not tonight, but they do happen.
Yeah, the critical point for Fight Crew, the critical point for Brawlers right now, skate clean. Skate clean for these next 3 minutes because they don't want to give any power jam opportunities up to Fight Crew.
I really miss the trophy. I'm having like phantom trophy things.
It's so empty up here and so not sparkly.
I'm just going to have to pet you.
I'm not as firm or as beautiful.
Oh, you're as beautiful.
I'm taller, but not by much.
Of course, we want to thank everybody watching on YouTube and everyone here. Thank you so much for doing what you do to make roller derby possible in Los Angeles. We do have penalties against the Varsity Brawlers of Oblivion Westwood in the arms penalty, with an arms penalty, and also we have a stopping penalty against Smack Attack.
It's 140 to 93. Sorry, they keep asking in the chat room.
Yeah, 140-93 advantage Brawlers, but Fight Crew right now has the lead jammer. I'm sorry, they have the only jammer because it's a power jam.
It was like I was prescient or something, or like I was paying attention, saying that VB didn't want to give up these power jams. 26 seconds left. How many points can Bel Scorcho ring up? Oh, she follows her assist through, but she has to reset all the way at the back to avoid a cut.
Yeah, that's the last thing they want to do is give a power jam to the Varsity Brawlers by getting a jammer penalty right now. Oh, hi, Belle. I love you.
Good job, Belle.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I need an announcer timeout because my Fitbit says I need to get my 250 steps.
Oh, shoot.
Can someone tell the enforcers that?
It's okay. I parked really far away, so you can get those steps on the way back to my car.
Great. All right, we do have a penalty. It looks like American Booty in the penalty box for the Brawlers coming down on the last couple minutes. Fourth quarter, make noise for roller derby, everybody.
Fight Crew crossing that century mark. Red wall forming up front, but Shock Me Amadeus is held back in the rear. And Jades Black calls it off as both jammers hit the pack. Still 140-103, 35 seconds left in the game. This could be the last jam. If the team in the lead at the end of this jam skates clean, game is over. If the team in the lead commits a penalty and the other team doesn't, we're gonna have one more jam. Keep your eye on head ref Ridley Scorpio. She's either going to make a pumping motion calling for one more jam, or she's gonna award this game to one of these teams.
All right, but as far as we know, this could be it. This could be last jam. And then when we do, you can come to the track when the game is called and get your hands slapped. Don't forget
anything else. You can hang over the side.
All right, the game clock has ended. We are waiting for our enforcers to call it. Will we have one more jam, or do we have our 2019 champions?
Well, the players seem to think we're having one more jam. Everybody's set up. Nope, Ridley is sending them back to their benches. Point calling refs will confer, penalty calling refs will confer. Keep your eye on Ridley Scorpio. Here it comes.
Varsity Brawlers, your 2019 Derby Doll champions, everybody. Winning 140-103. Let's give it up for them, everybody. Your Varsity Brawlers, To Be Determinator, Jade Black, Mad Dog March, Smack Attack, American Booty, Julie Ruin, Oblivion Westwood, Breaker Thighs, Dr. New York State of Mind, Shank Solo, Allison Crawley, Cleopatra, your co-captain, Jesus, your captain, Jagerbomb, your manager, Seth Who, your bench coach, Shushi, and your alternate 647, Whiskey Behavior, your 2019 champions, the Varsity Brawlers, everybody.
And please, one more time, they fought hard, they put it all